let's get started, man. Episode 4, Big Irk Small Talks, Petty Pistol Papa, CSJ, and soon J Charms whenever she's ready. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the co-host, man. We go crazy every week. You know what I'm saying? Every week we come forth with you beautiful people. We come through, we smoke some good spliffs, some blunts, we smoke the bong. You know what I'm saying? We do our thing and we try to bring forth some good conversations for y'all. So, this week we talking relationships. We talking familial relationships, we talking romantic relationships, we talking friendships. We talking all types of relationships. So, I want to start by asking, how important is communication in relationships? Any type of relationship. How important do you know?
Crucial.
Interesting.
Crucial.
Most important thing. Most important thing.
If y'all ain't got no communication, y'all ain't got no relationship. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, facts.
Very true. What do you feel? How do you define communication? How would you define it?
An understanding of each other and like how we communicate. The biggest example, and y'all hear this every week, is the homegirl Karen. Her birthday was this week. That's my best friend, dog. When I tell y'all I got friends in real life that if Karen called me right now and said, "Bitch, get your ass on a plane," guess what? I'm leaving work and I'm getting my ass on a plane. So on her birthday, I already could tell she had a lot of stress going on in her life. She had a lot going on, and I know Karen. She just want peace. Such a genuine person. All she wants is peace. And I was like, I call her and sit on the phone for 3 hours, or I call her. I could just send a text message and say happy birthday. She know me well enough to know that I thought about her enough to send that text message and be considerate of the fact of knowing what she really wanted. And I felt better at peace because, I can read my friend. I know what she really, I knew how to maneuver. When y'all know each other and how y'all talk in that communication, that it's not necessarily just what y'all say to each other, but how you know that person is looking for a response and the value in that response.
Very true. Damn. I like how you put that. CSJ, how you feeling? How you feeling about this?
Yeah, the feeling's mutual. You have to have communication. And sometimes I suck with fucking communication. Like, I'm the worst. Like, I'll just be like, no, I don't want to talk to you later. Like, but like, I can communicate, yeah. It's not like I don't. It's just more like,
It's
I don't
hard.
want to talk to you. Yeah, I just like, if I don't vibe with you, I just be like, nah, see ya. Like,
Yeah.
I'm an honest person. I ain't gonna fucking sit around and listen to your petty party and shit like that, because we all have petty parties. Let's be real here. I ain't the only one that's in the fucking, we're all in the same boat kind of deal, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, communication with me is kind of iffy because I kind of suck at it.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So, do you feel like your genuine friendships that you have, they understand that sometimes verbal communication is not something you can provide?
Yes. And that's why, like, I have the friends that I have. Like, Friday is probably, like, an example, because we communicate, but, like, we know when we, like, it's more like, all right, like, we can sit in silence and communicate. Like, we're more of, like, a silence people. Like, you can just sit there in silence and communicate kind of way, and then, I don't know. It's weird. I'm more of, like, I'm usually chill about everything. So when it comes to communication, I just sit back and listen.
I felt that. I could. First, let me just say, Baller said this is an interesting topic. I agree, Baller. We talking about relationships today, and you know what I'm saying, just all the things that go into relationships, whether it be friendships, familial relationships, you know what I'm saying, romantic relationships, all of it. That's what we talking about today. And I feel like I agree with CSJ in that communication is hard as fuck for me. Like, I have a very hard time. It's easier for me to communicate with random people than it is for the people closer to me. Because I always feel like communicating with people close to me comes with judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always feel like if I say how I'm feeling, if I tell you, okay, I don't like that, or okay, like, this was not cool, I'm gonna get some form of judgment. And I've gotten that a lot of my life from like a lot of family members, and I say something I don't like, and it's, oh well, you gotta suck it up because woo woo, and it's like, well, that's not what I asked you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know, like shit like that.
I'm gonna break in this cycle. How am I supposed to break a cycle in my family if I can't even discuss where we may have went wrong? And I think that's where people get communication fucked up at, is that at a certain point you get to a kind of place where you be like, I'm like you with my family. I can't talk to them about certain things because I know they just ain't gonna get it. Because it's not in them to think outside of that. They're not breaking that cycle. And so that conversation isn't going to yield really anything. And I understand that communication is something that you don't just get it and it stays that way.
Nope.
No.
Communication is just like the relationship itself. It takes work. People are evolving. Nobody is the same person they was the day before or the month before. So for you to assume the same way y'all was communicating a year ago is going to work for how y'all communicate now is kind of setting yourself up for failure.
Setting yourself up completely.
Literally, I'm a different person from a year ago now. I'll tell you that right fucking now.
I'm a different person than I was last week.
Yeah,
you know?
that too.
Like, this is not the same, so you can't regard me in the same way. And I like to tell people that. You know what I'm saying? Rise said, oh, facts. It's so hard to open up to people I'm familiar with because they know me. But with random people, it's so easy because they don't know you. Exactly. They don't have those preconceived notions
So I have
about who you are as an individual. Yeah, exactly.
That part right there.
Exactly.
Where are most of my friends that on the game because they didn't need to know all the implicit details of everybody who grew up in town with me did to feel like they could fuck with me.
Yeah, facts. Facts. Bola said, Petty speaking straight facts. Yo, Trap Baby, anything you gotta say, bro, say it in the chat. Y'all are actively involved. Y'all are here, bro. Real shit, this is an open discussion that anybody can take part in. Joshy Josh, I see you, bro. I feel you. He knows what's going on. Blazing Clown said, I'm 9 years into a relationship, and only now are we realizing that there's communication issues. But it's very hard to speak as we know so... It's very hard to speak as we know so much about each other. No, facts, bro. It's hard as fuck. Bro, me and my girlfriend and I, Izzy, we've only been together for 4 years. We're going on 5 years this year. And that's an amazing amount of time. This is going on my longest relationship. And communication is hard, bro. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because we know each other so well already because we started off on some internet shit. You know what I'm saying? We knew each other through the internet. And she had, you know, y'all remember when the spam Instagrams was a thing? And everybody would, I was on the spam heavy. And I was in that John venting every day. Woo, this is terrible. Woo, woo. So Izzy had already had a good grasp of who I was. You know what I'm saying? So I felt a lot of times it was hard for me to communicate because I'm like, damn, she's going to think I'm just bitching. Or she's going to think, you know what I'm saying, like I'm just slacking and I'm just being late and shit like that. And it makes it hard. And I know she feels the same way in a lot of regards, but it's hard for her to communicate with me for a lot of things that she's been through. And it makes it hard. But when you're in a relationship, you figure out how to make that shit work for real because you...
Sometimes you just got to get back to the basics. Y'all, like you said, we know each other so well, but it's like when you know each other so well, y'all don't allow each other that room for change. So it's hard to interpret. It's hard. A communication breakdown can happen 3 years or 9 years down the line, like homie said. We've had communication breakdowns multiple times just based off our own dysfunctions in our personalities. And we've had to learn to see the change and what somebody's trying to do and how they're trying to communicate. So it's like, you know, I know how you are. Okay, let me really think about that and think about, okay, what do I know about you and how you would have been in that situation? All right, what do I know about how your mind was working? But what do I know about how you trying to change? So I see where your train of thought was at. So now y'all see communication breakdowns. So now you're seeing where, this is where I got pissed off at because this was my interpretation or this was my issue. And y'all can actually sit down and have a calm conversation and be like, yo, remember that argument we had this morning? So I'm going to just go ahead and tell you why I was pissed off. Cause such, you know, and this is where my mind frame was at because look at how my day had already went. And I understand where you at. And he may come back with some, you know what, you're right. And you know what? I'm right too.
Exactly.
I think we both caught each other slipping. Hey. All right. So we chalk that one up to the game and we figure out how do we navigate.
Exactly. You just gotta work around that shit. Let me speak for the chat. Trap Baby said he been in a relationship for 5.5 years, going on 6 years in September. Bro, congratulations. That is a long time, and we're young, bro. We're none of us are in our 30s. That's a long time, bro. And you're young. I know you're younger than I am. So that's a long time, bro. Then that's a beautiful thing. Being in a relationship for a long time, and especially if it's a healthy one, is a beautiful thing. It's a blessing. It's one of the few gifts on earth that a lot of people do not get in their lives. You know what I'm saying? And it's also something a lot of people don't seek. I have an aunt who does not give a fuck about a man. She don't care. She's not into women. She's not into anybody. She's into her career. She's into her. She just got a puppy. She's into it. She don't give a fuck about a kid. She don't give a fuck about anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's her thing. She loves it. She's embraced it fully. You know what I'm saying? She loves that shit. Real shit. But let me catch up on the chat. There's a lot of messages, so I don't want to get lost. Baller said, I feel like nowadays, especially in high school with electronics and shit, not many people know how to communicate in person and confront someone in person. Bingo. A lot of arguments and friendship tears happen on Snapchat or in iMessages, etc. Then it gets super awkward to talk in person after to clear it up. And that social media shit and that electronic shit is rough. Because I remember I would be on the phone and we would argue on the landline. And now I got to see you in class the next day. And we really got to talk about it because it was no social media for y'all to go ahead and gossip behind my back.
My mama's free minutes.
Now we got to talk in person. Exactly. My boy Rise said, bobbing with you guys on the phone on the game is always nice. I know I don't talk often, but when I really start to know, I'll feel hella comfortable because you guys are just a whole vibe. It feels easy because we all share a lot in common. And that's the best thing about that, bro. It's when you vibe on a game with people you don't know, as soon as you click, you're clicked. It's over. Y'all are going to fuck with each other because the first impression is the best impression. If you make a good first impression, boom, y'all are not going to not fuck with each other. And that's just what it is.
And mind you guys, we play the game. This is coordinated. So a lot of times we don't realize that we're learning so much about each other just from our play styles. And I see it in the way our chemistries mesh so well. I see why y'all was like, Presh, don't worry about not having no team. We'll make one.
We'll make one.
We basically are one. Like, at the end of the day, you don't got to talk, Rise. I see your play style. I know exactly how you feel at the end of the day. But once again, Karen will come in this game in our party chats, and she will not say a word for 3 hours straight. And we don't look sideways.
And it's a whole vibe.
At the end of the day, we was just happy you came.
Exactly.
When you open your mouth up and speak, we be like, oh shit, hey, how you feeling? Anyway, so back in like hop in when you ready. Come when you ready, bro. We just glad to have you.
We just glad to have you. We just glad to be here and vibe with you. Because even if you're not talking, we can feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying? If you weren't feeling the vibe, you wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people I don't play with anymore because they weren't feeling the vibe or I wasn't feeling the vibe. And that's completely fine. If you're not feeling the vibe, go vibe with somebody. You know what I'm saying? There's never no ill will. But we do love the people we play with because it's always a great time. I'm going to skip a few messages, chat, because y'all are typing a lot. So I just want to make sure everybody gets accounted for and we also can get through these questions.
I'm trying to pull your stream up so I can at least look at the ones that are addressed to me. And just, I'll just...
Having 2 kids and me, Blazing Clown says, having 2 kids and me becoming disabled has really put an extra strain on it, and my mental health has declined even more due to being stuck with my own thoughts and being unable to work, train it off. But I got some things to post in the Discord that has been helping to a sense. I'm 32 this year, bro, and it's about the progress every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? That becoming disabled, and I know that shit. I know your mental health was fucked after that, bro. I know, because that's a huge thing. That's a life changer, bro. Becoming disabled is a life changer, and I haven't been through it myself, so I cannot speak from your shoes. But I can't imagine waking up one day and I'm disabled. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can. Nobody that is fully able can. So I know that's something that definitely took a huge toll on you, and I hope that you're trying to take that shit every day, you know what I'm saying? One day at a time, bro. That's the only thing you can do. Don't rush your whole life in one day. Take that shit one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Josh said, I'm 20, never had a girlfriend. Social media is so foul. I'm glad I stepped away from it as much as I have. I rarely use it anymore. Same, Rise. I rarely use social media. Yeah. All right. You guys are amazing. Chat, you're amazing. This is going well already. All right. So, do y'all believe relationships are 50-50? Truly? No?
No, it's 100-100.
100.
If y'all both giving
Boom.
a half-ass effort, what the fuck is that?
I didn't think
I
of it
provide
like that.
Everything I do.
Yeah.
Why would I only give 50 to my relationship, friend-wise, family-wise, any of that? It's 100, 100. And if I'm not being 100, call me.
I like
if you're
that.
not being 100, I'm gonna call you. We're gonna hold each other accountable. Because if you just sitting here taking L's and you upset, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard, but you gotta ask yourself,
What the fuck is going on?
what are we doing?
Yeah.
And y'all either get that shit on the rails,
That's a good way to put it.
or step the fuck back.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Because I was going to say relationships are absolutely not 50-50. But it's crazy when you say it like that because they shouldn't be. It's really, yo, I like that, Petty. Thank you. Because that just changed my whole, I don't even have an answer to my own question anymore because, like, you just, like, it's always 100, like, damn. Yo, that's crazy.
Think to yourself as a person, like, would you, and you have to ask yourself, would you be happy given, if you were only given 50%?
Yeah, facts. CSJ, what were you saying?
Support for support. You gotta give 100 to.
You gotta be
know,
100, 100.
Exactly.
I said
So-
that the other day on the stream.
That's
That's a
crazy.
fire one right there.
You
Support for
me?
support.
That's crazy.
Right. If you support me and I support you, but like, I'm only gonna support the amount of people I can. You know, like there's so
Yeah.
much of us. Right.
There's so many of us.
Right. So like, if you give me 100, I'm gonna give you.
I'm gonna
100,
give you 100.
know?
Yeah.
You
Baller
stick
said,
around, you wanna stick around.
you stick around, I'll stick around, you know? Facts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Baller and Rise both say that relationships are never equal, which before Petty said what she said, I agree. I felt a lot that I was not pulling a lot like my own weight in my relationship. And I always feel as though Izzy's always giving, you know what I'm saying, 70 and I'm giving 30. You know what I'm saying? I always feel like she's giving more because she can do so much more than what I feel I can do. But when you say that, you know what I'm saying, like we're both it's more of 100. You know what I'm saying? It kind of puts it more in perspective in that I can do more, but you know what I'm saying, like it shouldn't be I'm striving to get my 50%. It should be I'm striving to get my 100%. I'm striving to make sure that I'm putting 100% into my relationship as opposed to half-assing it. You know what I'm saying? That's a better way to think about it. It's a way more positive way to think about it too. And Blazing
Let me
said that
ask
put
you
a
this.
big spin on his thought process.
Let me ask you this: do you feel like do you think Izzy understands that what you may see as 30%, she understands and knows you as a person and knows it's actually 100%?
Yeah, I do.
The same way Izzy may sometimes feel like, yo, I'm not giving as much as I could, and you're like,
Yeah, facts. Yeah, we do have moments like that, man. Unruly
If you
Spliff, we talking
understand your
relationships today, bro. We talking relationships, the ins and outs of all types of relationships. Y'all are typing, bro. Holy shit. Rye said Petty spitting straight facts. Always, Petty does not do nothing but spit straight facts, and that's just that's a standard, honestly. Baller said, yo, I'm loyal as fuck, right? I'm always going to put in 100. If I don't feel like she's the right one after an amount of time, then I'm going to tell her. Because I don't want to sit there and pretend to pretend to put in 100%. It's mostly one person doing more, whether it's 40, 60, or whatever. And I feel that is, you know, that's a standard. But I think a lot more people should think of it the way Petty thinks of it, and you should be putting in 100% equally. You should both be putting in 100%, because a lot of times it is really a 60-40 or a 70-30 or an 80-20, and you should be putting more of a 100-100. You do what you can in your lane as long as your partner is doing what they can in their lane. J Charm said she's 1 block away. Listen, J Charm, say no more.
hey, we all got to go out there and sometimes hit that errand stroll. It'd be rough, bro.
It'd be rough, bro. Shit.
We glad you 1 block out from completion. Mission complete.
Facts. Ready to smoke, I'm sure. Raj said, I always feel like I never put in the amount I should have, but I know that for my next relationship, I'm putting in my full 100 until I see them lowering their effort. And that's a good mindset to have, Raj. That's a great mindset to have. Just make sure you're doing your part, and if they're not doing their part, kick rocks. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Do you feel that you should have individual goals in your relationship as opposed to combined goals?
Hold on.
Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, you can have combined goals. Like, like, we both want to get rich. Like, of course, you both want to get rich. But, like, as opposed to, like, I want to do, like, graphic design. Izzy wants to do nail school. Like, we have individual goals that will come together to a full goal. Do you feel like every relationship should have, like, your individual goals? Or do you feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's okay to have intertwined goals?
I feel like I'm very much a person who, like, I feel like what I can give to a person is to be at my best. And if we're doing our jobs in a relationship, whether that's as friends, or even like in a romantic relationship, if we're doing our job correctly, we should both be pushing the other to achieve their goals.
Facts.
Because we came together to create something. We saw something in each other that was like, yo, you real, let me hold on to that. So if we have the potential to create greatness, I'm going to always push you to your goals and your dreams. I want to see you succeed. If I'm just coming up by myself, this wasn't right. If you just coming up by yourself, yo,
right.
what are we doing? Like, my favorite question, what are we doing?
What are we
Like,
doing?
You know,
Yeah, it's not right.
you guys have to have your own two things before y'all can create something great together. Y'all had to have been something great by yourselves.
Very true.
Shit plus shit don't equal
Damn.
greatness. Great plus great brought you more perfection. You know, like, y'all came together because y'all seen in each other. Y'all had y'all are. It's like businesses. I hate to be this way, but like I kind of low key run all my relationships in my life like businesses, in a sense of we are two entities that separately could create great buku cash flow. When we bring this merger together, we decided to merge with each other because we trusted each other,
Yeah.
we understood each other, and we understood each other's core values and loyalties and where that laid at. So, hey, here's what we're signing on, that we're going to be here for each other. And that's not to say it's black and white as to what I will do for my homies, but because I know I'll do so much, I have to make sure that I can really entrust where I sign my name at.
Yo, Petty is ahead of her time, bro. Petty big thinker. Unruly Spliff said both can be accomplished in my opinion, and I do agree. I definitely feel like it's better to have. I don't know. I'm a very make sure that you have it for yourself just in case. Like I'm one of those people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know when you gonna wake up and be like, I actually hate you. And you don't want to have to stick around just because, you know what I'm saying, you couldn't do anything without what I had to, you know what I'm saying, provide for you. I always feel like, what if you wake up one day and you're like, damn, like, you don't fuck with me anymore? And that's okay, but, you know what I'm saying, like, what are you going to do if you can't support yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big, like, I feel like it's definitely super important to be independent as an individual. You know what I'm saying? I'm bad at it. I'm very dependent on Izzy. Izzy does everything for me. I won't even lie about it. I'm working every day to be way more independent, but you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's hard in a relationship. When you find somebody who can really do everything that you can and can't do, it's hard not to be dependent. Like, it's hard, but like, you gotta carve out your own goals and carve out your own everything, so that way you make sure that, like Petty said, you come together to bring an even brighter future than you would have just as an individual. Like, that shit is fucking crucial. Views, I see you, bro. Unruly Spliff said, yo, Petty, very, I said Betty, very mature outlook on the subject. Facts. CSJ?
I've been fortunate to be in positions where I had to
Big
be.
thinker.
I had people that took advantage of a lot of the things that I didn't understand were qualities I had. So I had to learn, yo,
Good
like, you can't just let everybody.
Facts. It's not possible. It's not possible. Nah, Views, you're good, bro. You came right on time.
Yes, Jay, do you have a dog or a cat?
You want to see him? I don't know where he's
Yeah.
Of course. Bring them.
What up, Views?
This is my relationship, alright? I have a relationship with a dog.
Yes,
Bring it out,
man.
bring it out.
Come here, Grizzly. So this is Grizzly.
Oh, look at him.
This is my
He's so cute.
I bought him kind of thing, so he's my dog. Like,
Aw.
so he's my little son.
He looks like he
There
got
you
the
go.
little hang arrow. He's fire.
Yeah, he has like a little faux sometimes. Trying to make it.
You style
Too
his hair.
cute.
Yeah. He's a
Hey!
Play charms. Now I gotta roll another blunt.
Yeah, now I actually got to roll up.
I gotta roll another blunt. Y'all know when we bring in someone new. Can we make that a rule?
We got
Every time someone enters the
our last
the talk,
co-host.
we
She
gotta roll
came.
again.
I
Chat,
got both
she's
copies
here.
of you already.
If you got a bowl, hit your bowl. You dab, you dab. Dabs
We thought
probably
Jay
will
Charms
never
wasn't
be
gonna
hit by
make it,
me
chat,
on-
but she
on
made it.
podcasts.
Yo,
I would never make her
Kingpin.
edit that out.
I would really hope not. Yo, I'm actually not even editing them anymore. I'm just making sure that they sound good and putting them out. Now that they're live. Just putting them out in the world.
But
Yep.
was that easier as far
Right
as
on
like
time, views.
because you don't have to edit them? It's easier like on the rollout because I know that was an adaptation right there. The first 2 weeks.
It was so much work, bro, because I still have so much music video work to do. So that's why I'm kind of like, for now, I'm not really going to edit them. Because I have a lot of other work to do in the music videos. So, like, I'm not going to worry about that. But as we get further in, probably around episode 8, 9, I'll get back to editing them. But for now, yo, shout out to the lounge. I see you seized the moment. What's good, Kingpin? How you feeling? Let me touch on something Raj said really quick because he did make a comment before we introduce J Charms before we move forward. Raj said being independent is very tough. I'm trying so hard to work on that, but like you said, having someone that helps you get through so much, it's difficult to be able to do what you need without the help of your significant other. And that's exactly what I was saying. It's just hard to be independent when you got somebody who's really like, I've referenced, like, when I make music, I reference Izzy a lot, and that she's really my spine. Like, she can really do everything I can and can't do, she can do. So it's really hard for me to sometimes be independent and an individual because I wish I could put her in the camera, but, like, really, like, Izzy is everything. Like, Izzy does, she can do everything. Like, if she decided she hated me tomorrow, she would be perfectly fine. I would be devastated. Everything for me would be, it would be terror. It would be crazy, but she would be fine. She'd be perfectly fine. She can do everything. But, yo, shout out to J Charms. Listen, here, late is never a thing when you getting high, okay? Because time don't even matter when you getting high, if you want to keep it a buck. So J Charms is right on time. Right on time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
You
J
ain't
Charms.
never late to a smoking circle, okay?
Never. Because it's always
It's
more
always
weed to be
one too
smoked.
late.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Listen, if you just coming in, man, shout out to you for coming through. Big Irk, Small Talks. We got J Charms in the building. We got Petty Pistol Papa in the building. And we got CSJ. Big co-hosts in the building. You know what I'm saying? We going crazy on episode 4, talking relationships. Familial, romantic, and also, you know what I'm saying, friendships. We talking about all of it, man. I appreciate you for coming through, Kingpin. Yes, sir. We got the villains in the building. Let's go with the big Mario shirt. So, J Charms, the last question we were talking was, do you feel like having individual goals, like just for yourself, is important, as opposed to having combined goals, or do you feel like you can have combined goals and it still functions very well? I can't hear you, by the way. No. Okay, bet. Yes, sir. Seize the moment. I see you, bro. I see you, man. If I ain't get you a shout out already, I'm getting you one right now. Yo, Slim Yola with the gifted. Let's go. I appreciate you, Yola. I hope you're having a great day, bro. I feel like having combined goals and personal goals are both important. I agree. I think having both is extremely important. Yo, Yola, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man.
I was gonna add, a lot of people, I was gonna say, ghosting is another thing. Like,
Ghosting?
not a lot of people, like, they just leave you on hang. Like, they don't, like, you're trying to communicate, but it's not working out either way.
Yeah.
And, like, if they ain't giving, like, 100, like, I'm easily to get shut out. Like, I can shut you out pretty easily, kind of thing. That's what I was gonna try to add.
This just says, zilch, you're done.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. But anyways, continue on.
No, I feel you. That was in reference to our question chat. We asked how important is communication, and That was her answer in response to that. I'm here for the heartbreak talks, and we gonna get into all of it, man. We gonna get into all of it. J Charms, if you want the floor, but if you still need time, we can get. I got some questions just for you, J Charms. I got 2 questions just for you. Don't worry. I said J Charms. I meant CSJ. My bad. That was weed. What can I do? No heartbreak. I haven't experienced heartbreak in a long time. Again, shout out to Izzy. Y'all know I shout out Izzy all the time because that is literally my rock. Without Izzy, y'all wouldn't see me half the time. Real shit. Y'all would be surprised how much Izzy motivates me to get on stream.
I love it.
I'm telling you. Now we can hear you, J Charms. Let's go.
All right. All right, we in here. What's up?
Let's go.
Okay, so what would you ask me?
I asked you. What did I? Oh, how important do you feel is it to have individual goals, and do you think it's okay to have combined goals? Like, do you think a relationship would thrive more with individual goals or more with combined goals? A lot of people feel that you can have both.
I feel like you can have both. I think individual goals are important. You always have to focus on yourself first before you focus on the relationship.
Very true.
I think individual goals are more important. I think combined goals is also important because I have to have something to build towards. Y'all have to have something to look forward to, something to strengthen your relationship. So I think both is really crucial.
I agree.
You gotta want something.
You gotta want something as an individual. You gotta have some type of drive individually. I absolutely agree. All right. Okay, so what do y'all think when you enter a relationship? What's your goal? I know that's a broad question. Answer it however you feel it applies to you. That's a broad question. I know. Like, what's your when you think, okay, I want to be with this person. What's your goal?
I think I want somebody. The goal is to have somebody. To find somebody that is there for me through thick and thin.
I like that answer.
When you just have that somebody in your life.
Yes.
And somebody you tell everything to, like your best friend, but it's on a whole nother intimate connection. That's what that's my goal. My goal is to build, learn from each other, take each other's experiences through life, and just put life together. Accept each other.
I love that answer. And I agree. I feel like that's my goal too. It's just that companionship. Like, first of all, I love love. I will tell anybody in their mom I love them. I like love is a big thing. Love wakes me up in the morning. Love helps me go to bed comfortably. You know what I'm saying? So that shit drives me. Like, when I think of my goal in a relationship, I always think I'm here to be here. Like, I'm here for you. I'm here for us. I'm here for this. Like, this, everything that we could be together with love. Like, I'm just here for that. Like, I always felt like that was like always something that made me. Because I've only ever been in 3 relationships in my life, and I'm only 24.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been like, if I'm gonna be with you, whatever you're going through, I'm going through it too. Whatever we going through, that's that. You know what I'm saying? I've always been, and pretty much love at first sight too. Like, I'm big on that, super on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first time I ever saw Izzy, I knew, and then it was like, I think it was a year, 2 years. Is it 2 years after the first time we met? 2 years. I was like, bet, and to this day, still together, and it's just the love. You know what I'm saying? It's the love. It's the love that I feel when I wake up in the morning. It's the love that I feel whenever I'm like, yo, I'm mad, and she's like, yo, relax, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And when I feel like I'm like the ultimate comfort, that's what I'm here for with love. That's what I'm here for always. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's for.
Yeah. Like, I'm here for the love. Anybody else?
Love that answer.
You know, the love. I'm here for the love, always.
Well, for me, I've been single for a little bit now, Like I haven't been in a real relationship probably in a couple of years now. But that relationship kind of really taught me to like a lot of things actually. To like self-aware about people and like to not rush into everything when you like first meet someone kind of thing. Should just take it. And with like the LGBT, it's kind of hard to be honest. Like, there's not like I'm not trying to say there are not a lot of lesbians like me. There is a lot of lesbians like me, but
It's hard, bro.
it's kind of hard dating and like
It's hard.
because yeah, it's just weird. It's hard to how do I explain it? What's like the right words for it? It's weird. It's just a weird thing.
Yeah,
Like
man.
yeah, and I've been
Yo, Ramin, I
through
see you.
a lot of toxic relationships, so I'm kind of glad that I got myself out of it, and that's why I'm really independent on myself and self love.
Kingpin.
So yeah,
I
but
felt that.
one day I'm gonna like find that person that we both have the same connections, kind of thing, and it'll come along sooner or later.
Facts. 'Cause
But
Definitely
the
will.
the
I'm big
LGBTQ
on
community is woo boy.
yeah,
Listen,
that's
it's
another
There's a lot going
rough,
on.
another topic.
bro. It's rough. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, chat. If y'all don't know, if it's not obvious by now, I get you mean somebody did ask in the chat and I forgot to address it. I am part of the community, you know what I'm saying? I am a female by gender, you know what I'm saying? But I identify as he, they. I really don't care, but if y'all that's a lot of people want to know, so I will say that right now just so y'all can know because I don't care,
This is why we
but
connect.
you know what I'm saying? Like just for y'all to have that information to be comfortable with, boom, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But the LGBTQ community is fucking it's not terrible, but it's rough, bro. It's rough. It's a lot of fucking it's rough, bro. It's rough. Like it's hard to explain it cuz you don't want to be that guy that's like, "Oh, I'm talking about the community." And they're like, "Oh, like
Yeah,
cuz they do that.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they do that. They like pinpoint when they want to be like that about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's weird. But it's like the community can be very hateful at times, and it's really hard to find love in the community. Like it's hard, it's toxic. It can be toxic as fuck, bro. It's hard. It's hard to find love, bro. But I'm telling you again, shout out to Izzy. That's why when I felt Izzy, I was like, boom, we gotta make this last because
This is my person.
it's rough, bro. It's hard. People are out here doing God knows what. I don't know, cause I'm out of the scene. You know, but it's rough, man.
It is rough.
CSJ can tell you.
Wild out here. It is fucking wild.
It's wild, bro. It's wild. Now, I know y'all don't give a fuck, but, you know, some people, it's like 1 out of 10 people do give a fuck, so I'm like, fuck it for the 1 out of 10 people who do give a fuck. Yeah, man. Yeah, facts. I be telling people just call me Irk. We don't even need to, yeah, man. What's the rest of it? But, Petty, I can't hear you.
Respectful.
Your mic is muted. Yeah, and exactly. That's why I like give people that information so they can be as, you know what I'm saying, as respectful as they want to be. Because some people do like to address people by their pronouns. So I do like to give people that information so they can be as formal as they want to be. Because I don't really care, but for the people who do care, I like to give them that information. Petty, I think you're unmuted now.
Like me too.
Yeah, how long have I been on mute?
I'm
Wild.
about to
You been
say,
talking this whole time.
I
Oh,
just
no,
saw
really,
the
I
mute
was really
symbol.
listening, so that's why it didn't occur to me until Irk said something, because I was really just listening to them, and I was like, all I said was check on your single friends, because the dating scene is dangerous out here. Like,
Rough.
It's wild.
look, I get text messages and screenshots from my best friends, and I'm like,
Me too.
why would you?
It's rough.
Who wakes up in the morning
It's
and
rough.
decides to send that to somebody? Like, I don't know if it's just a society problem or if it's just like
Nah,
what somebody in chat said earlier. It's like people don't know how to connect or actually draw lines on boundaries because everything is so digitized with text messages and shit. So it's like it's astounding to me, and maybe it shouldn't be as much because I play Call of Duty where they say these sorts of things all the time. And
But
I
Call
just
of
assume,
Duty
they're
isn't
saying
real
this
life.
because nobody could ever track them back, not from a number that's not blocked, and you were truthfully trying to get at me. Like,
Yeah.
I see these messages and I'm like,
What the fuck?
okay, the fuck is that? Are you good?
Like, are you okay?
Did you block that number? All right.
Real shit.
All right. Bet.
Not for the view said Petty identifies as a gangster.
That ass. That ass. I'm a human.
You see the way she hit that fucking the fucking swisher. She said that ass. Petty is a fucking mafia boss, bruh.
I'm a tomboy. I grew up like in the most bipolar function. It's a wonder I'm the way I am. I had extremely religious family members, and I had some really thug ones. And
I gotta run to the bathroom real quick.
I hung with everybody. I was the same way I am in stream. I'm cool with everybody. So I was at church on Sunday, and I was at my cousin's house where they was smoking weed. I didn't smoke the weed, but I was there. I was the cover girl for everybody. I used to get calls like, "Hey, we going to the roller rink this Friday." Okay, your mama gonna call and ask me the same 5 questions? I bet. I got you. So, in the same breath, I like to play football, and I love video games, and I'm just the biggest tomboy around. And you'll hear me say it in stream, and Karen's favorite thing is to say, "I take dick proudly."
That's like me.
Happily. Like,
That's
beat me up a little bit. You know, I get girly when I'm trying to get at you. You know, I can do it. Hey, in my natural setting, we gonna be vibing like two homies kicking back, you know, playing video games 24/7, right?
Gonna be a chill vibe.
Yeah, we smoking all day. You know that, right?
That was like what Eric was saying about pronouns and stuff like that. Because a lot, like everyone confuses me too, but I go by she and her. Like, I don't care. Well, I don't care what you really call me. So I guess with now with the LGBT, with all this slang and stuff, I'm still kind of really new because it's like I've been in the community for so long. All this new slang, I don't really know. But I guess I'm like more like gender fluid.
I'm so glad you said that.
So it's like,
I'm so glad you said that because I'd be so confused, bro.
I was gonna add on about the pronouns and stuff because I'm the same way. Like, but I go by she and her because I don't really care either. But like at the same time, it's just like that's another thing with me. Everyone doesn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I'm like I'm gender fluid. I really don't know. But I don't dress like a girl or anything. Like I'm more like tomboy. I was in skateboarding. I skateboarded half of my life.
Yeah, same.
Playing sports.
CSJ and I are like,
We're
like split image.
Yeah.
That's why we connect. Like,
Yeah.
literally, that's why
pretty much
we're,
the
like,
same.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of glad I found you. Like,
Yeah,
this is why
facts.
I like internet friends. Like,
Yeah,
so
this shit
glad
was
they're streaming.
so lit, bro. But I felt you, like,
Really.
all the new slang, bro, in the community is definitely really hard to keep up with. Like, that's why
Literally.
I don't be trying to, like, identify anything, because I be like, bro, I don't know. Like, I'm just here. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just here to be here. Like, so really, like, these pronouns are for y'all. Like, they're not really for me, because I don't identify with these niggas. Like, I don't. These niggas are trash. Like, y'all know. We know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not with the niggas, but I don't feel, I mean, like, I'm really just here. Like, I just exist as an individual. So I be feeling like y'all just want, if the pronouns are for y'all, because I don't care. Like, just call me Earth. Like, I'm just here to be here. Like, I'm just here to smoke my weed and play the game. Like,
I'm gonna be honest, truthfully, I'm just lazy. I'm gonna be real with you. I like to be comfortable.
you know?
You know, I cut my hair off because I was too lazy to comb it, and it's easier to throw some juice in this bitch and curl that bitch and keep it pushing. Like, I'm just lazy.
I'm lazy.
Bruh, I've been wearing sweats since I was 12. Where people had a sweats day, I had a jeans day. I wore jeans like once a week. In my sweats, I'm at the Foot Locker.
Real shit. Real shit. All right, let's progress because we'll have another day for that type of conversation. Because actually, it's crazy that you said that, CSJ, because I was literally going to ask you how hard it was to find love in the community, and you answered it yourself. I didn't even have to ask. That's pretty cool.
Alright, there you go.
Real shit. So, do you guys feel like your families respect your relationship? And CSJ, did you feel like do you guys feel like your families respect your relationships? And CSJ, do you feel like your family did respect your relationship when you were in it?
Yeah. My mom, when she was here, she was really accepting about my like coming out and stuff. So and my dad doesn't really care, but like my family, they're okay with it. They're open. I have a cousin that just came out and stuff like that, so he kind of looks up to me, kind of thing, because I'm like another figure, family figure that's in the community and stuff, and I can guide her kind of away. She's a little bit younger, but they're him. Sorry. And this is another thing. With me, I am dyslexic, so I get everything mixed up.
Yeah.
Everything is always backwards with me. I'm always high. So when it comes to, I'm like, when my friends, like, I have a lot of friends in the community too, so when my friends came out, it kind of was a little bit hard for me, but that's just because I'm just so dyslexic. Like, that's just my brain trying to all just transfer one into another, you know? But, like, I accept it. I accept you. I accept who you are. I don't care who you are. You could be dog, cat, fucking alien.
Pretty
Like,
much.
Right.
Like, I just respect it. Just respect you as a person. Yeah. I never really had to tell nobody that I was, like, when I was younger and, like, I, like, looked like a female, I guess, if you want to say that. I never really had to tell nobody. It was kind of always, like, something understood. Yeah. So, I never really...
Don't ask no questions.
Don't ask... Yo, you know what's crazy? One time my cousin, shout out to Samaj, her crazy ass. I love her. She put 2 magazines in front of me. It was a late night. We were watching something. She put 2 magazines in front of me. And one was a female with it was a men's magazine, so you know it's a woman in a bikini, and then the other one was like the same thing but for women, so it's just like a man on the cover. She's like, which one you like? I'm like, what is going on right now? Like, what's happening? Like, what's happening? I never felt so like it was such a strange conversation, but I was like, obviously, like I'm fucking with the woman, like I obviously, like, come on, like you see this, like you know this, like, you know what I'm saying, like, come on now. So it just became an understanding. So my family's always been very like whatever about it. Like at one point I was having my one girlfriend over when I was in high school, and I would have her all the time, but I wouldn't tell anybody she was my girlfriend. So one day my mom just came in the room. Like, you know, you teenager, you fooling around. She came in the room. She seen us. She's like, oh, you got to leave this door open. I'm like, oh, my gosh. But it was never anything.
You thought you was getting some quick cat in this house? Open the door.
That's basically what she said. She said, you thought.
Open that damn door.
Yeah, man. So I never really had to deal with that. And even now, like, it's kind of like, it's always been respect, like, with my relationships. Unless the bitch was just rude as hell. Yeah, man, it's always respectful. Like, my families have always respected my relationship. For sure.
My family wild as fuck.
Say it one more time, J. Charles.
Back when I was younger, they definitely did not respect my relationship. Like, my brothers were threatening my boyfriends at the time. Like, oh, I'm gonna find out where you live. We're gonna come get you. Like, it was a whole bunch of, like, they did not respect it at all. I guess it's because I'm the baby. I'm one of the babies.
Oh, okay.
Nowadays, they've grown to respect it. Our relationship is me. Like, if you don't accept my relationship, you don't respect me. Like,
Facts.
so I think me and my siblings and my cousins, we have an understanding like that. Like, we're not gonna get involved in each other's relationships.
Same.
We're gonna let each other do what it do. But if something happens, you know, I'm gonna call away.
Yeah.
So it's just an understanding.
I
I think we've grown to have an understanding.
That's just it. Mind your business unless I call you. Yeah.
We could go at it.
You know? shit.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
No, and my family, like, they act like J Charms. Like, they would act like that with guys that, because I had a lot of guy friends that were just kicking it. They'd come to pick me up to come hang out, and y'all doing the most. So I'm not telling y'all if I'm in a relationship in high school, because I see how y'all act. And my grandma, I make the joke, you could only have 3 conversations with her, and that was church, and church. So, you know, we didn't have any sort of communication at all. So if I know that's how y'all act, and your idea is that any girl that's even talking to a boy is on her way to getting pregnant, no, I'm not bringing boys around, and I'm not gonna argue with y'all about that.
Nope.
So my family was under this crazy assumption I was a lesbian for years. For years, I make the joke they like Fred because he confirms like what they thought was gonna be like probably one of their biggest fears, and I'm like, I could have justified this to y'all a long ass fucking time ago, but why?
Why? Why would I
Like,
do that?
You don't even respect me enough to even ask me. You just make an assumption. So why should I have to come clear up an assumption you yourself made?
Facts. And assumptions make an ass out of you and me. Mind your business. Oh shit.
Your business in the first place.
Exactly. And knowing, I think that's the biggest lesson I learned as a kid. Knowing they have no respect for anyone's relationship, really, don't tell them shit. Because they're going to make their own conclusion either way.
Facts.
Either way, they're gonna
Kingpin
make their
said
own
that
conclusion.
ass.
My mom thought the shit was hilarious. She's listening to my grandma like, why did Brittany cut all her hair off? My mom, because she lazy. And I've been going off on her since she was 12 because she been wearing that ponytail. Like,
Cause she been wearing that
Why is
ponytail.
that new?
yo, like, my mom was like, yeah.
That was the same way as me with my mom. And I'm just like, are you really gonna cut all of your hair?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yes.
She's like, are you sure? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Every
like,
time.
I don't know. I don't want you to. She likes my long hair. Like, it was long. Like, that's why she liked it. But I fucking hated it. I was like, no, Mom, I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna do it.
And then it's
I'm
over.
like, yeah, it's done, over with.
Why wasn't even,
But she
My-
accepts it. She didn't care what I did.
She said, "Fuck it."
my hair wasn't even that long. My family just was like, you look like a boy. It's like,
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
you know, there are plenty of short hairstyles.
Real shit.
Okay.
I was
Fucking-
wearing a hat. It was like, my mom's like, just do it. I don't care anymore.
Like, fuck it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Whatever. But whatever.
Shouts out to my aunt Renee because she's the only person, like, she's also like my mom, and she's a barber, and so she cut my hair. When I went in to get it done, she was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. She's like, and you
That was like my.
know it's gone just like heat that. I said, all right, we in here, cut it. And she was like, okay, and she's heavy-handed. She got the slicing. I was like, all right, we're in here. My neck had never been so cold. How do y'all, bro? Men
How
gotta
do y'all
just be
do it?
born with like thicker skin on their neck. Maybe that's why they bad at listening to some shit. 'Cause, bro, my first haircut, and y'all know this. Your first haircut, you go outside this cold. Your first winter with a haircut, you be like, oh shit.
Fucking freezing. That's why I'm
Telling you.
hair yet.
Every time I cut my hair, that shit. Woo.
Spring.
Terrible. Every time I cut my hair, my neck is oh so cold. Next time I grow my hair, I don't think I'll cut it again because I can't do this no more. I miss my long hair.
What are you doing next, dreads?
Yeah, I'm gonna get my locks again. I do locks every time. I get a new set of locks usually every year, but I don't know. I kind of just been taking my time with it. Like, fuck it. I could have been locked my hair, honestly. It's getting long, but I kind of want a big afro, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just keep growing it, and then whenever I'm done with the afro, then I'll lock it. But yeah,
I'm gonna try to see how long my hair is gonna get. I'm gonna cut it probably in like March.
oh, bet.
So it's gonna probably get really long in the next couple of weeks. So.
About to have a Justin
It was
Bieber.
long now.
Oh
I'm
man.
not hiding it right now. It's something terrible about it.
CSJ said no.
He ain't
Glad
telling
y'all
my
growing y'all's
face.
back.
Oh, Kingpin said he's a year in. Oh, Bola said he just cut his hair too. Kingpin said he's a year into his locks. Bola said he just cut his hair.
He said a
That's
little.
Baller's Instagram if y'all want to
Just a
go
little
show that little man some love. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hop to the next question. So how's your relationship with your family? Petty said, whoa, big question.
Maneuvered. Maneuvered.
No, relationships are good with my family. I should have been uh, at the family social right now, but we don't have a working like we do have a working card, but it's such last minute for us. So we're gonna plan something else in a couple of months for the Mustang. Because yeah, I kind of feel bad for missing out. I'm sorry to my family, but it's not anything to them. I'm just sorry. But it's relationships with my family. We're pretty good. I'm just a fucking psychotic person, always stressed out about shit. We're all always stressed out. We're just a stressed out bundle. It's
Yeah.
nice sometimes because we all just get each other. And since like now that like my mom is kind of gone, me and my sister kind of got a little bit closer. So we go to each other kind of thing. We're like, because we don't have kind of the figure of that anymore. So since we have each other, and she's a little bit older than me, so there's an age gap with us. So I kind of look. She's like my guardian kind of thing. So
Yeah.
always looked up to her.
That's fine.
Shout out to my sister too, and my dad too, obviously. But.
Your dad had that fire ass beard. He came and I was trying not to stare at that John, but I wanted to stare at it so bad. I'm gonna go back and look at it in the VOD and like just be staring at it, but it was so cool.
He reminds me of the hippie dad. He's into the cars and stuff. Like he if I get my license, I'm gonna have a nice Camaro.
Yeah.
I have to get a nice 1960 Camaro. I want one. I could get one.
That'd be fire.
License, yeah, that would be fire.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
fire.
I gotta get my license.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of me. Everyone can go off.
I think my relationships with my family it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing what everybody wants me to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants me to be in a job in school. So a lot of people are very generally miffed with me as an individual because, you know, when your boy is hungry, I send out them Cash App requests. I do. I do. Food if you got it. I send them out. And they be a little annoyed.
I'll be
But
sending out that care package soon. Or, by the way.
Canadian snacks. Shout out to CSJ. Urkel, I'm gonna answer your question in a second. But yeah, not for the views. I send them out, bro. I send them out to my dad, to my aunts, to my uncles. If it's really getting desperate, I send them out. A little $10, $15. I'm like, listen, if you can bless, please. 9 times out of 10 they don't. But if they do, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating. It's good.
I will remember you.
I will remember you. You know what I'm saying? But
Help me.
exactly,
Helps me.
real shit.
They
They
COVID test.
views. You see my grandma. And that's what I was gonna say in regards to family. My grandma is relentless. My grandma is 70 something. She's about to be 80 something. So she's been through a lot in her life. When I go to Facebook just on some ranting shit, you know, she be like, "So what are you gonna do about it? So what do you?" I'm like, I'm just here to complain. Like I'm actively trying to change, but I'm trying to like, you know, exactly can I vent? And she's never been that type of person, so it's hard for her to be like. I can never go to her and be like, rest in peace to my yaya, because I could go to her and vent for my whole life away, but my mom, you can't really go to her and be like, I'm depressed, because she's like, well, you're depressed because you're broke, and you're depressed and I'm like, well,
Hey, how you tell me what I'm depressed
I
about?
know, and that too. Like, you can't tell me why I'm depressed. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of invalidation on both sides of my family. So like my relationship with my family is okay at best, but it gets better as time goes by and I grow more to be more independent and be more my own individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, that definitely helps. But man, my family be on my ass, like Views said, because Views got me on Facebook. My family be on my ass, bro. My grandma got Facebook, and it's the worst. It's the worst thing, bro.
Yo,
I love my grandma having Facebook because she gets so much better information than just the news. Because the news is bullshit. I'll just say it. You know what I'm saying? When you get Facebook, you get Facebook is bullshit too, but you get a broader view. Like, you get a more a wider scope of information than you do, and you know what I'm saying, just watching the news, like, you know what I'm saying. So it's good for that. But she comments on every single one of my posts. I'm like, listen, I'm finna block you,
Pretty much
like.
can't even use her phone.
Block her. What? I mean, change it. You can change it to where she can only see what you want her to see.
Yeah, I gotta
it's a
do
long
that.
process, but I had to do it.
I gotta do that.
I've been there. And one day I was over it, and I was like, I'm tired. Let's do
Yeah,
it. Fuck it.
I gotta do it.
Like
But
my relationship with my family is, I call it maneuvered, because I've learned to deal with each one of them in a way that fits them. I learned from the
Yeah.
mistakes of my mom, in the sense of, you can't please people who, because they're all very much older. Like, I'm saying aunts, but these are really my great aunts. My mom only had one brother, and he passed away. So I grew up with my aunt Renee, who was really my great aunt. She's my mom's aunt. She's really my grandma's sister. So she, for all intents and purposes, is really very involved. So I learned how to read each one of them individually and know, I ain't gonna win no argument with you.
nope.
It's not me worth arguing over, and I'm not gonna strive for an acceptance that is never really gonna come. And knowing that, it made me better, because I was able to be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I smoke weed. I'm pulling up to the family function. I'm smelling like a loud pack.
Yeah. Have that
And
understanding.
with 10 toes and intentions, like, oh well. And if you don't want me here, you ain't got to tell me twice. I will not be here. And it showed when I was just like, I don't have to involve myself if y'all are gonna act like y'all ain't got no sense. If you
Yeah,
don't grill
facts.
me and act like, hey, I owe you the world and my allegiance because you gave me a couple dollars. I don't need your money. I'll work.
Yeah.
I don't like. I'm just not about living to someone else's expectations because you feel like you are supporting my lifestyle. Like,
Yeah.
I will figure it out. Like,
I'll figure that shit out.
and
in a
knowing
second.
that, you just adapt. And so I've learned to maneuver, and it's made me more successful because I know happiness is in my acceptance, not what anyone else has. I dropped out of college. My family was miffed. Hate.
I know they
upset.
were. They always do.
like-
They always are.
And I finally asked myself, why are so many people upset about a piece of paper that don't even got their names on it?
They don't have nothing to do with them.
This don't affect you.
Ask
You're not
yourself,
paying
Chad.
for this.
Exactly.
You're not. You don't show up to class and go to work and pay bills. I do. Why am I walking around here stressed and having anxiety attacks because of your judgment? Man, fuck that. I'll be honest, my mom is 42, still chasing acceptance from a lady that's 82, and it ain't never coming. And she still gets upset. And I love my mom to death because even I've learned to just see her differences, and she taught me to just learn to be better. Don't be me. My mom was very honest. Don't be me, bro. Don't be me. And I was like, oh, why is that? Oh,
Figure it out quick.
okay. Yeah. And at the same time, you learn to take care of the relationships that matter. Like my brothers and sisters, I don't need kids because I damn near raised us. Like,
Yeah.
I'm 12 years older than my youngest sibling. So my mom had him, he was a preemie, she was super sick. I was getting up for school, changing diapers and feeding babies, and then passing them off to my
Excuse me.
auntie because my mom was so sick.
Yeah.
So I'm good on that. And I know my brother is like you, Irk. Yo, sis, can I get $5? And I'm going to give it to him. Because at the end of the day, I got you.
Yeah.
You know that. Now, when I know you just bullshitting and you want this $10 because you just want some weed, but you told me it was for some books, guess what? Oh, shit. Negative.
Negative.
Because you could have been honest and just
Yeah.
said you needed a dub, and I just actually gave you a dub.
Yeah.
Because I got the weed all the time. So it's, learning to maneuver each one of them differently.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't love you. It's just you could be very toxic. And for my health and yours, because I'm going to say on my chest, and you going to say what's on yours, and we just going to hurt each other's feelings. You can stay over there.
Yeah. I feel that. All right, let me read some of the chats. Urkel was a guy who wants to know how I met you guys. I met Petty via Turbo. Shout out to Turbo. Shout out to the Ghost Clan. I met Jay Charms via Not For The Views, actually, from support for the supporters. Yeah. So that was how that happened. CSJ, I have no clue.
Like either Astral Soul Gaming or Panda.
Trash Panda, I think. Trash Panda. Yeah. It's from
Yeah.
another streamer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Networking. That's how we all met. Networking. Let me see. Do. Facebook is for old heads. Baller is true, but I'm 24, bro. So I'm kind of an old head.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? I have another question. Yo, views. Whenever you ready, bro. Drop that question for me. I swear, through all middle-aged people be only using Facebook. Yeah, I don't really be using Instagram no more. I kind of definitely only be fucking with Facebook. I can't lie, but Facebook and
Just use
Discord
it
is
to
too
watch
much for me
movies.
already. Yeah, I just be liking watching, like, I like seeing what celebrities are doing with they time, and it's always nothing, but it's funny to see what people have to say about what they're doing with their time. So, Facebook comments are really why I'm there. Yeah, Facebook comments.
Facebook comments get pretty wild for no reason.
I love it. It's a crazy place to
Like-
be.
Kind of up
Yeah,
now.
Twitter is toxic. Twitter's too toxic for me. I had to get out of there.
I was in Twitter for
I
like
love
6 months
Twitter.
and then I let it go. I was like, why? Like,
Yeah.
I've been on Twitter for a long time. I don't know why, but I
Oh,
just
yeah.
love Twitter. It's
I was
just
on
a fucking-
Twitter when it first started. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
That's why I was tired of
people
it.
who are successful at Twitter are like really good at it. Like y'all really just be vibing and having a great time. And I
And then
wanted
it
that.
goes down- I have Twitter for mostly for like my music stuff because like I listen to a lot of
I got your
underground
views.
people, so like I talk to them like this guy right here, Shinigami. You
That hoodie
can't
is
really
fire.
see his name, but Shinigami, shout out to Shini. I met him like at least 2 times. Like I've seen him in concert. Like he always retweets my stuff. Like he remembers me and stuff like that. And that's like 93 feet of smoke. Like we message each other. I've been like listening to him for a really long time. So
That's
that's why
fire.
I'm really big on Twitter because I was like
It's where you
there's,
connected
like,
with a lot of people.
yeah, like I honestly, if I didn't have Twitter, I probably wouldn't have met all my internet friends. Like I literally was like put into group chats for just listening to Nothing Nowhere. So shout out to Joe. That is Nothing Nowhere.
Hey.
He literally we only listen to his music, and I've met like such an amazing amount of people just from in that community. So that's why I kind of really have Twitter because there's a lot of like internet people that listen to the same music as me. So that's also why I kind of have Twitter. Not
Yeah.
just mostly for gaming and stuff. It's mostly just for music.
Yeah.
So
I feel that. So Views said, wait, Baller said to stay on topic of social media real quick. You can find the most fucked up shit on Twitter. Facts. Views said, I love Twitter. Most people just post and get off, but if you move around, you'll find some fire ass situations. Facts. It's Twitter is a crazy place. But Views wants to know, real shit. Views wants to know. So for Irk, Petty, and CSJ, I wanted to know: do you take offense when or if men ever hit on you?
nah, I just turn them down.
Petty has a boyfriend, just so the chat knows. Petty does have an Alfredo at home.
Alfredo.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
am-
human nature. Like I'd rather you ask and we clear it up than just like
It'd be
it's
weird.
awkward, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you know.
I feel like with me, not a lot. Like I don't get like I get guys hit on me, but not like it's not like an everyday thing for me. Obviously, like it's mostly like girls. like
See a
Yeah.
and all the bitches.
Yeah, man.
I.
Yo, Versailles with the 200 biddies. Let's go. Yo,
Yeah.
thank you, bro. Nah, Views, I don't be offended. Cause
I'm not offended at
it's
all.
like whatever.
Nah.
Like I'd be like, all right, like, and not to, bro. It's a lot of unattractive men on earth, but it's a good handful of attractive men on earth, like that anybody can see
I'll
as
say that.
attractive. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're attractive and you like, yo, Irk, woo, I'm like, oh, all right, good looks. You mean like I'm
Thanks for the
thank you.
compliment.
You mean
Yeah.
you're attractive? I'm attractive. I'm glad we had this mutual consensus. You know what I'm saying? So I never really take offense to it unless you're being vulgar, and then in which case, like, yeah, bro, like, get out of here. Like,
Yeah. If it's like
Should never be
toxic
vulgar.
COD shit,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, go make a sandwich, bitch. I'm like,
Yeah, the weird shit is where
No.
I draw the line. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas be coming in here talking about my ass and shit. I'm like, bro, you're being weird. Like you're
Yeah.
being weird. Like you're not even making me
I had that
uncomfortable. You're
happen
just being
before.
weird. Yeah, like shit like that where it's like, come on, bro. Like you're just making
Like,
this
you can
situation
ask-
weird.
Like, you can ask my gender and all, but like, don't be fucking weird about it. You know?
Don't be weird about it. Don't be a weirdo about it. You know
I
what I'm
had
saying?
that happen to me in chat like a couple weeks ago. I just ended stream. I was like, yo, this is fucking weird.
Oh, they be
Like,
getting
I
the
got some
Swift ban.
weird,
Yeah, they be weird. They're so weird.
yeah.
And they want that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, all right, bro. Like, I hear you. Because I'll get buck with them. That's my thing. Like, that's a lot of people think my casual demeanor won't get them flipped on. But I talk too much. So now I'm cursing you out for 20 minutes. And you could have just, you mean,
Out of character.
you know what I'm saying? Now you made me get out of character. Exactly. And that's one thing I don't like to do. So once I'm out of character, now I'm mad. Like now I'm just now I'm upset, and now I'm not gonna shut up because
letting
I'm
it
mad
go.
that I'm mad. Exactly. And I'm not gonna let it go. J Charms Views has a question for you. Seeing the villain one in the next question. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Have you ever had to check someone for sliding in the DMs for either of you, for Visaya or for you yourself? Yeah, Visaya, don't make shit weird. Like, don't make me get out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't.
It was one instance when somebody thought I was single, so they DM'd me. Then I had to like plug Visaya, like, yo, my man, he streams.
Yeah.
It's his stream. Go to his stream.
Say,
And then he was
go
like,
here,
he
go
was
here.
like very passive aggressive, and he was just his attitude was weird from then on out with Visaya. So we had to like ban him and all that. It was we just had to handle that.
Like, don't be
Alright,
jealous,
you're
bro.
being weird.
Like, don't be
Now you're
jealous.
being weird.
Yeah.
That's the only instance we've had with like DMing and stuff like that. But I don't have problems like that.
Yeah.
We both respectful. If somebody is in a
You-
DM,
Oh, it-
they get
Just you're cut. Get out. Visaya said I actually welcome it. Yeah. Hey man, and that's my thing. I be hating, but I be like also like, all right. Like I feel you. You right. She do look good. I do be mad, but I be like, all right, you right. She do look good. You right. Like what can I
go
say?
for it too.
I'd shoot that shot too. I did shoot that shot, matter of fact. The difference between me and you is I made the shot and you didn't. So it's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
let them know.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, like I feel you, like I really get it, but no. Real shit views. It's like I do be mad. I'd be like, damn, like can you not? But it also be like, you mean like I've had instances where like we'll be walking down the street and somebody's staring at Izzy too hard, and I'm like, and then I gotta like walk like closer to her, like throw an arm, like cause I get jealous easily. That's another thing about me. Like I love so hard, so it's like. I get jealous easy, and it takes a toll on me. So now I'm mad. Now I'm upset because you looking at her, and I feel like you could have took 3 seconds. Like, all right, she look good. Take your little 3 seconds and go about your day. You took a whole 20 seconds plus. You about to walk into a pole to look at this. Come on, bro. Like,
He
now,
said, I give you 3.
yeah, like real shit. Like, come on. Now I gotta throw the arm over. Now I gotta mean mug you and do all of this goofy shit. Like, come on.
He said, and I will mean mug you.
I will.
Yes, with
I
intent.
will. I do, bro. And then I
I'm
only
just imagining Irk at the mall, like, staring down somebody, like, nah, bro.
like, come on, bro. Come on, like, do we gotta do this? Come on. We supposed to be having a good day. You ruining it. Real shit. I'm telling you, views. Real shit. Listen, chat. Let's open it up to y'all. Y'all got anything y'all want to say? Co-hosts, y'all got anything y'all wanna talk about? Any questions y'all wanna bring up? You know. I know views is full of questions, so I really love it.
Love that
So
about
Oh, we finna tag it
Exactly.
up. Yo, shout
finna
out
let
to
him go
Nah for
ahead.
the views last night.
Very
Thank you so much while we sitting here. Very big shout out. Not for the views came through and just like walked into my raid at like 2 in the morning. Was like, yo, we finna serve you up. And I was like, huh? I was in a Caldera game. 10 toes. I don't know how long you was sitting in there. My homeboy, it was our very first game on, dropped 17 kills. And I said
I
I
got
was a
you, Butler.
support player for a reason. When he says my PR is 15, I said, it's early. Oh, yeah, nigga, you finna hit that. Come on. Come on. I said, I'm gonna tag him up. I'll break everyone in this bitch. Take that headshot. And he's like, we're working this map and we're working the circle. We are thinking on overdrive because as we get closer, we realize, oh, we can break his PR and do it on the dub. And we love a win. And I look over and I see views and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, wait, y'all finna serve me up. Hold on, Frank.
Hold on.
And thank you so much. I usually grind those hours by myself, just making clips with one viewer, and 12 people roll with me for a hot ass minute all night. So thank you. I appreciate you so much.
Goats. The GOAT. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I've been neglecting a lot of people with raids because I have been raiding Petty a lot because I feel like we need more traffic over there, man. That networking shit is fucking key, man. We gotta get that shit. Petty smoking a cigarette. I'm not talking about Petty no more. It's over. The conversation. I'm not talking about Petty anymore. No more props.
I gotta bring this high down. I ain't even capping to you. We're gonna get slaughtered. We do this every Saturday. I gotta prep.
It's over, chat. The conversation is over. It's done. Ew. The cigarette. All right, Baller did ask a question though. Baller wants to know, what do you think the most important part in a relationship is, and or what do you think the most important thing is to keep the relationship alive?
Communication.
Boom. That's what I was gonna say. Period. Communication. If you don't have communication, you have nothing. Period. Even if you have a small amount of communication, that is enough to keep trying. Bro, shit. Many inches make a mile. You turn a small amount of communication into a lot of communication over whatever period of time you can make happen, and that'll do everything you need. I promise you it will. I promise you. Poppy Ball Germ, I see you.
This is a big one too.
Trust. Trust is important. You have to be able to trust your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely have to be able to trust your partner. You do. Alright, Poseidon wants to know, how much of the real you should you put into your social media persona? All of it. All or none. I'm big on that. That's why I'm not on social media.
My Twitter is pretty bad for that too.
Yeah.
Like I put everything on Twitter.
That's why I don't do social media, because I put every single thought, every opinion I have, it goes right on social media. I'm not good with balancing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like nobody should. Don't give me the bullshit. Don't give me the fluff. Give me what's real. Give me what's really happening. See me, like, you know what I'm saying? I show people when I'm struggling. I show people when I was up. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got pictures of me flashing money. I got pictures of me asking for $20 for food. I'm real with that shit, bro, because it's real life. This shit is not a game. This shit is not a movie. I feel like if you're not going to go in all the way, then just don't do it. So social media is dumb to me because people don't live like that. And that's fine. Like, I'm not mad at it, but, you know, like, be you. Be real. Don't be fake.
To be honest, people watching me, I never post anything on Facebook. I see posts all day, every day. I just be looking, but I don't ever really feel it on me to go post on Facebook. It's an accomplishment for me to just even like post a TikTok of my clips, because I really don't know how to make a caption. I don't post. To me, I've really never felt the need to get out there and get on it. Maybe just because I really don't fuck with people that much. And I really just be in the house. Y'all see it. Gaming consumes so much of my life. I'm literally on this game 24/7 when allowed. So I'm not worried about what somebody decided to go rant about. That's like walking outside and somebody screaming off their porch. If that's your prerogative.
It's your business.
If that's what you like to do. I don't understand why people like to stress themselves out by going into comments and even creating arguments.
I love doing that.
That's somebody's page. If that's what they wanted to say, let them say it. If you mad because they only gave you part of the soap opera, well, I'm a little peeved about it too, but damn it, we got what we got.
I feel that. I
think it's easy to make assumptions off of like social media, like the things that people post and all that. Like, that's not who I am. Like, this is what I want to post.
Exactly. This is just what I want to post. Exactly.
Normalize that, please.
Real shit. So Visaya said he feels like he can't blur the lines between who he is and Visaya. He said that he feels like he can't be a fake person, so he comes off real. Sometimes he shoots from the hip, and people don't like it. And, bro, same. I don't do it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm Irk, I'm Cleo. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you know me in real life, you know that there's no real distinction between who I am when I play the game and who I am when I get off the game. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit is me because I don't know how to fake that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't. It's no reason to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no reason. You know? Real shit. So, but, you know.
I did this because I thought I was entertaining, and I thought the world would too. Why would I change it and go be something else? Like,
real shit. Real shit. Blazing, I see you. Not for the view said, at this point, I'm just sliding. I'm on business time. What we doing is what I say. We working or not. Exactly. We working or not. Let me know. If we not working, it's cool. Hit the road. And that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? There's billions of people on the planet. Work with somebody. Find somebody to work with. Do something with somebody. Otherwise, you might as well go ahead and leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Real shit. Oh, yeah, you can curse. What? I don't know how you do it. From what I seen, I would have been said, fuck this. Yo, Views is a man with passion, bro. Real shit. You gotta have that. You gotta have that drive. You gotta have that. I'm not gonna give up until I'm where I'm supposed to be. And if you don't, you're never gonna get where you're supposed to be. I've done 100 things. I've failed at 90 things. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about what I failed at. It's about the 10 things that I succeeded at. And that's what it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're supposed to feel. That's what it's supposed to be. You know? So.
And the things you succeeded at were things that mattered to you. Not things you did because somebody else wanted that for you or a dream they created for you. These were things you wanted to do. I've done shit that I didn't necessarily want to do, but they made it seem like that's where I was supposed to be. And I had success, but I wasn't happy.
Facts.
I was like, this isn't me. Streaming is me because I'm allowed to just be literally myself. And that is what brings my recognition. That is what brings my success. All right, I'd rather be successful off of me and the things I want to do, which is play this damn game.
Facts.
Than, you know, doing what everybody else wanted me to stereotypically do because I wouldn't have been having fun. I wouldn't have been happy.
And you could tell.
Yeah. And it's apparent.
It's not authentic. It's not something that you want.
It's apparent.
Real people can tell. Real people can look at you and tell, yo, my friend is happy. And they gonna be happy for you. They gonna fuck with you and they'll support you.
Oh, you're glowing. Like, yeah, I'm doing what I
You
love.
do different.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
You finally went ahead and just did it, huh? Yeah, I see it.
Oh, you finally went ahead and did it, didn't you? Right the fuck on.
Did it.
That time. Shit.
Sees the yo, we giving mad props to Views in the freaking chat because Views definitely is Views everything he says he is and everything everybody else says he is, man. Sees the moment, said he had a whole different view of Twitch before he met Views. He was mad lost because Views is network king. Views taught me a lot about networking within Twitch and Discord. That's why I've been able to be so successful with networking. Like, I learned a lot from Views for sure. You know what I'm saying? Views knows what he's doing. But chat, it's been amazing. We're gonna wrap up the podcast here. If anybody has any last questions, last comments, whether that be one of you guys or somebody from the chat, let me know. I'm just a vessel, just a middleman. Y'all the ones. Nah, we all the ones. That's the best part, Views. That's the best part. You know, you're just as big you're just as big a contributor as us. My mouth is dry as shit.
Without the middleman, there ain't no connection. So you very
Without the
crucial.
middleman, you ain't got shit. Yes, sir, Erk Squad. I'm gonna let y'all let me know if y'all got any last questions before we slide back to the Call of Duty universe. Also, Petty, you should see if Karen wants to play some Destiny later.
Oh, mud flap.
One flap flapper. Last question, bet Views. I knew you would have another question. That's why I wanted to give you the opportunity to ask one more. Oh, you know what, Baller? Thank you. I'm gonna write it down. I gotta get a bunch of other young bulls, and we'll talk about school versus streaming. I'm gonna write it down. Do. And we'll get some college people in it too, cause college is hard.
Yeah. Shout out to all my friends in college. Check on your friends in college. Remember, check on your single friends. Check on your friends in college.
Yeah.
Oh shit. 1 second. Views asked the question. Views said, what can we expect from Big Irk Small Talks? Is this the core hosters? Yes, it is. CSJ, Petty, and J Charms are the core hosters. This is it. This right here is the best thing. The best thing since sliced bread. We might fuck around and be better than sliced bread, but I won't call it soon. We only on episode 4. I really was calling the episode 1, but I'll let the views, you know what I'm saying, the YouTube views speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep letting them go up and do their thing. You know? But, you know, J Charms, Petty, CSJ, you know what I'm saying? If y'all don't got them follow, we gonna add them all in the chat because this was amazing. This was a phenomenal freaking podcast. Episode 4 has been, every episode is better than the last one, so I don't know. What can you say? College probably harder than high school and shit. Oh, yeah,
J Charms, nothing. You said get in your bag.
right. You know? They said y'all killed it, man. We killed it. This was listen. You guys did amazing, man. You guys are all amazing. Until next week, chat. Boom. Another episode successful. I'm gonna put y'all on BRB as we get ready to gear up with some Call of Duty. Thank you guys again, man. Shout out to the co-hosts. Make sure y'all follow them up.